it has been a long time that we don't see each other, we don't talk to each other. So I
Yeah,
miss you a lot here. I miss your laugh. Your laugh.
yeah.
I think that
I miss you so much. It's been 2 years. I can't believe that 2 years already.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So hi, I remember that I was part of. I was in, yes, I participated of part of your history, but I don't know everything. And the parts that I know, I am so impressed that you were there for 2 years. So you are in United States for 2 years now, and you were improving. So I can see that you have already improved your English. I can see that you improved personally. So I would like to know more about your history. So can you tell us who is Raiane? Who are you?
Okay, so let me tell by myself. Um, so I'm Raiane and I'm 27. I left Brazil when I was 25. So when I was living in Brazil, I lived, I think, until 17 years old in Bahia. Bahia is a state. It is in north of the country. And I live with my family in a little, very small farm. And I moved to São Paulo, and I live with my aunt and brothers and cousins, a big family in a small house. And then I mean, when I was living in Bahia, I never listened nothing in English. I didn't know about English. So when I moved to São Paulo, I started to know more. And I mean, I thought that might be very good. You speak in English, you understand a lot of people from different countries. So I think you remember when you offered me the opportunity to work as a receptionist and WhatsApp. And I was very nervous because how am I going to work in an English school if I don't know nothing in English? But I mean, it was so great. It was a beautiful experience, and thank you for that. And it was, I think, 1 year, 2 years we worked together.
I think that it was around 2 years. I think it was like maybe 1 year and 8 months, 9 months.
Yeah.
And yes, almost 2 years.
Yes, and so until when I started to work there, I started to listen a little bit about and the au pair program. And then I said, oh, that might be interesting because it was the only way and cheap way to be here.
Okay.
So
Just let me know if I understood. How old were you when you moved from Bahia to São Paulo state in Brazil?
I was 17.
Okay,
Yeah.
and did your parents come with you? How did it happen?
No. So my aunt, she lives in São Paulo, and I have three older brothers. So they moved to São Paulo, and they said that the life in São Paulo is much easier than Bahia, and the opportunity is much better. So I decided to move to live with my aunt. So, and that year, I remember that my family, my mom, she lived in São Paulo for a year, but she went back to Bahia because she lived in a farm. She likes it.
Okay.
But once I got in São Paulo, I didn't want to go back to Bahia because I said, I want to just keep move forward. And so, yeah, it was a big decision for me. It was like, oh my goodness, I like São Paulo. I like to be here. So I was 17 and I lived there until 25.
Okay. And I remember when you started working here, as you said, you were our receptionist at the school. And then one day you came to me and you said, Karina, I have 3 plans in my life, but I don't know from where I should start.
Yes.
Do you remember this?
Yes, I do remember that.
Yes.
It was kind of confused for me.
Do you remember what the plans were? The 3 plans?
I do remember that I really want to be a flight attendant and be here. I don't remember about the other one. Do you?
That maybe I'm going to start a university course.
Yes, yes.
Remember?
So yes, so I did study for flight attendant, but never work. And for the when I knew about the au pair program, I said that's what I want. I want to be there.
Yes.
But it was scary for me because like, but my English, I just start my English now. How can I move to a different country without no one? Like when I moved to Bahia to São Paulo, I had my family in Bahia, in São Paulo, but here was nowhere, no one, like it was scary. You know that.
I remember you were confused, and then you said, I don't know what I should do. And then I remember you asked me, Karina, can you choose for me? Do you remember? You
Yes, I remember that. Say, Car, can you please just choose for me? I just don't know what to do.
said,
And I remember that you give me a lot of advice. You were explain everything, like, or if you do that, and if you do a flight attendant, if you do if you go there, and you will explain like how it's gonna look like, like for trying to help me. And
yes,
then I remember, and I said, yes, I think I do want to go there. I'm scary, but I do want to go there.
yes.
And here I am.
And then I think we figure out a way of making this true, right? And then
Yes.
this is where we've got, because you were saying some minutes ago, you were saying that you decided to go as an au pair because
Mm-hmm.
you figure out that that was the cheapest way, right? The easiest
Yes.
way.
This is correct.
Okay. Before we go into this, like the process there and all your experience as an au pair, I would like you to tell everyone here, the people who are watching, how was your English when you decided to?
My English, I think I studied there in a school for I think 1 year and a half, and I wasn't that student that was study every day when get home. No, I wasn't. I just studied English when I was there in the school. So my English was when I like I think was basket to intermediate.
Yes, it was kind of pre-intermediate English.
Yes, I mean I wasn't that comfortable to be here because first I was scared and I don't know, how can I'm going to talk to people. I talk here in English, and when I can't understand, I ask you in Portuguese. But I remember that you were always trying to explain me in English. I remember when I was study there, and I said, "Hey, I was trying to do something, ask something in Portuguese," and you always answer me in English.
Yeah.
So I was the only one speaking English there. So that's helped me a lot because that's when you got here, you're going to speak only English.
Yes.
And if you don't understand, if people don't understand you, you have to try to understand English. So it was good. So my English there was, yeah, like I mean I could speak, but I wasn't comfortable as much as I'm now. you know I mean I have a lot to improve, but I mean I'm comfortable to speak, and I think is you be comfortable, it is very important.
Yes, sure. Yes, I always tell my students that the first step is communication. And you generally can communicate, you can speak to the people if you're comfortable.
Yeah.
So, and then you look for perfection. So, like the first thing, let's communicate. If you can speak,
Mhm.
that's okay. So, I remember when you traveled there the first time when you went there, you were kind of pre-intermediate level and you were very afraid of the interviews. Do you
Yes, I
remember?
was. Of course I do. It was scary. And I mean when I we can start talk a little bit about everything and how I got here. I can tell you, but it was scary. Like I was like, I think I need a list. I need to read the questions to ask the family, but I mean I got it without read. So I think my English was okay.
Yes, it was. Do you remember how many families talked to you and how many options you had to choose?
I do. I think I in 15 days I talked with I had, I think, 20 family in my profile.
Oh my gosh.
It was pretty fast. There is people that uh, wait like for months. And I just had, I think, 3 interviews with the family or 4. and I just found my family. Yeah.
Okay, good. And okay, so then you started really planning yourself to go. So how much time did it take from the interview until you went?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, all the process was 3 months, 4 months. It was really fast. Yeah, I remember when I get everything ready with the agents. Is a lot of paper. If you have to show experience with kids, you have to prove experience with kids, and you do a test, an English test, and I mean they said my, yeah, like your English is good for communicate with family from there. I said okay, and it was 3 months, 4 months I think, until I find my family.
Okay. And
Mhm.
can you tell us about the first thing that you thought when you arrived, when the plane landed in United?
Yeah, I mean,
How was it?
I can tell you a little bit like when I got my family, I had many interviews, and when I said this is the family I'm going to work with, so I had my match in, I don't remember the month, but it was 2 months before I I moved here.
Yeah.
It was scary, and it was, my mom was, how, why, was asking me a lot of questions, but Alon said yes, and I was scared. I was, oh my gosh, it's gonna be tomorrow. My flight is gonna be tomorrow, and I was all the way to Indaiatuba, um, from Indaiatuba to São Paulo. Think about it, and I was thinking how it's gonna be when I get to the airport, or which direction should I go, and like what should I tell people? Was just questions.
Okay.
But the thing is, just be calm and relax and talk. They asked, I was very worried about the immigration,
Yes, the custom.
but yes, but they just look everything. Are you an au pair? Yes, I'm an au pair. So my flight was São Paulo to New York, New York. And he said, if you are gonna live in Minnesota, why are you here in New York? And I said, oh, I said, it's because the agents gave us a training, so we have to stay in New York for 5 days. He
Yeah.
said, okay. And he asked all the paper from my family and all the documents, and I just showed them. And then he said, welcome in New York. And then I said, oh, thank you. And I was so happy. I made it. And the first thing I did was just connect my Wi-Fi in the airport and say, Mom, I'm in. And I was like, unbelievable. It was unique. Like, I'll never forget about it. It was pretty good, and it was scary, but at the same time it was like, I made it. Really, I made it by myself. Everything, and I made it.
Yeah.
And it is, I mean, everyone can do it. Everyone. If I did, everyone else can do it.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
And what about when you got to the family's house? How was it? How was the reception? How
I
was
mean, it was another thing that it was like, whoa, how it's gonna look like. But it was so cute. So when I flew to from New York to Minnesota, she was at the airport and with the 2 kids, because I took care of 3 kids. Was 2, 4, and 6, 3 kids. So at the airport was only the 2 boys, the old one, and they were with a paper said, "Hey, welcome home, Raiane." And I was, oh, that was cute.
yeah,
So then we drove home, and the first day was just trying to get closer, like together, and talk about everything. It's kind of shy. Like, but then every day is gonna be a little bit better, and then it was just family. It
did,
was my family.
did you have your own bedroom?
Yes. So that's how it works. They have to provide you your own bedroom, and sometimes you share bathroom, sometimes not, depending on the house. But you have your privacy, and you have your schedule. Like you work 45 hours per day, and my 2 years as an au pair was 45 hours, like just Monday to Friday.
Okay.
So It was good experience.
45 hours per week, right?
Yeah, per week, 9 hours per day.
Okay, good.